We're at 45 Ks into the cycle leg, which means there's only 10 Ks left. We're at Jackson's, and Steve, I'll tell you what, in the first run off the beach, Phil Costley in the first K had already put 50 to 60 metres on the rest of the field, which might explain why we saw something a little bit different.
It's interesting because normally the bunch is huge, and this year we've seen something where the bunch is actually fragmented, split up into lots of small bunches, and that is probably because Phil did the sprint off the beach faster than the other guys could keep up. So what happens is the fastest runners have tried to catch Phil, and they have, some of them, but the others have been left behind.
It's interesting now because up at the front of the field, a lot of the leading contenders are up there. We saw George up there, saw Richard Usher, a lot of the world teams up there. A couple of the world teams actually lagging at the back as well, but a lot of them look pretty comfortable, and as from here 10 Ks in, they're going to start to think about the transition into the mountain run.
Yeah, well, what's happened is, I can speak from experience here, when you're that determined, and the top competitors are trying to win, of course, and it's hugely nervous. The air is really thick, you can cut it with a knife at the start, and that doesn't dissipate until probably halfway through the bike, and by the time you get to Jackson's here, the competitors are more relaxed, and they're actually starting to think about the rest of the race.
And here they actually come. The race has been going now for 1 hour and 32 minutes, 10 Ks left, some undulating terrain, and here comes the lead bunch through, 1 hour and 32 minutes into the race. It is now a massive bunch. It looks like a lot of the breakaways have been pulled back in together. A lot of the main bunches that were actually separated have pulled back into one big massive bunch as they come through. We'll try to pick out some of the leaders through here as they're coming through Jackson's. Looking pretty comfortable. Everyone's starting to think about the start of the mountain run now, and that is now a very large bunch. Christina is in there looking quite comfortable. A lot of the world teams are in there. There goes the Swedish team. Mitch is in there from Queenstown. Some of the leading women as well, and that would be a bunch of, I'd say, Steve, how many do you reckon are in that lead bunch?
Nearly 100 athletes in that bunch there. So that goes against what we said. Well, it doesn't go against it. What's happened is that lead bunch has got complacent.
He's working hard trying to pick up the bag. He's probably got another 50 metres to pick up the bag.